It's funny how when the service catches your spirit, right?
Amen.
I just watched something on Instagram. Well, this isn't even a light talk, y'all. I promise y'all this is not the light talk. I watched something on Instagram this morning where it was a man was talking about. He said my wife, she asked me to take out the trash, and as she asked me to take out the trash, I started singing. One, it's like a dream come true. Two. And then she said, what are you doing? I asked you to take out the trash. And then she's like, can you take out the trash, please? He said, two. It's like a dream come true. And he just kept going. And she kept asking him over and over, take the trash. So every time she asked him, he sang, right? Right now, we're sitting in church and we're singing over our lives, right? There's a reality that when we sing over our lives, sometimes it catches us. It puts us in a place where we are, in our mind, and we can get into our spirit and get into our soul and do these type of things. But the point that he was making was that when you're singing over this, you still didn't serve. She asked you to take out the trash, but all you wanted to do was sing over it. Singing over it, you ain't going to sing that trash out there. That's the disobedience. So while we singing over it and we get into our minds and we get into our thoughts, make sure that our actions match what it is that we're doing. Like I told you, that wasn't even a life talk. That right there is, for me, one of those things, because it resonated, because when I was sitting over there, the two babies started singing. My daughter always trying to sing, and the baby was sitting in front of me started singing. They was all singing, and it reminded me when I was in church, because when I was young, I didn't like church. I really didn't. And the only thing I liked about church was the singing. So it catches you and pulls you in somewhere. And whenever I see the young people singing, I get overjoyed. I had to ask her, I said, Ryan, come on, sing with me today. And she looked at me like, why I got to sing, But she don't know that when she's singing for herself, sometimes she's singing for me too, When we out here just now, Alan was singing for us, and then we were singing for him. Understand that we helping each other with this fellowship, this love. And whether y'all know it or not, I love y'all love. It's kind of funny. He asked you to put the camera up and make sure it was straight. I said, Lord, she about to focus on Alan the whole time. Courtney had to come over and fix the camera. That thing was all the way over here. He told Alan to sing over his partner. He said, sing over your wife. Alan back got sweet, So just understand, I love y'all love. I really do. I really do. But for the life talk today, I told y'all that was the life talk. We're coming out of, you got me? Proverbs 26:20. Again, I always pray to God to hit me with something and let me know where I can go. So in Proverbs 26:20, it reads, for the lack of wood, the fire goes out, and where there is no whisperer, quarreling ceases. As charcoal to hot embers and wood to fire, so is a quarrelsome man for kindling strife. The words of a whisperer are like delicious morsels. They go down into the inner parts of the body. I don't know who this message is for, but I don't know if it's just me. But sometimes we do a little too much talking in our lives. We're not talking to the right people. Things go on in our lives, we get frustrated. Something makes you mad, something makes you angry. And as you sit there, you go and you talk to your friend or someone who's supposed to be your friend. You go and talk to your coworker, your colleague who's supposed to be a professional about your problems. But a lot of times when you talk to these people about your problems, it goes down into the inner parts of their bodies. Because, see, the words are to a whisper. Y'all know what being a confidant is? Like when you talk to Pastor Jay about your problems, you don't expect to hear about your problems anywhere else, right? That's what being a confidant is. But there's a lot of people that we go out here and we talk to people expecting to let go of some of our stress, to vent, maybe to get some type of advice. And next thing you know, your words are in the streets. I was going to give some perfect examples, but they're so recent, I might get fired if I tell them. So I just know that there have been times where I've talked to people about things, and I talk in good faith trying to help them with something, and then my name comes back in the middle of the mix. There are some times when I go out and I seek help from people, and to be honest with you, some of those people don't have your best interest at heart, which is why I had to go to, well, God, what do I do? And that's where the next verse comes from. Hebrews 4:16. Let us then with confidence, remember the confidant, draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. The funny thing is, a lot of times when we go out and we seek help from people who can't help us. We seek guidance from people who can't guide us. But when you get connected to God and you reach out to God, you don't have to worry about your words being in the streets, because your prayer is with you and God. When you talk to God about what's going on, then you can rest assured that something will happen. A lot of people don't understand how deep prayer really is. Prayer is so powerful that there is somebody who is no longer alive that is seeing the benefits of their prayer for you right now. My parents passed away. It's times where I get frustrated and I want to call my dad and I can't call my dad, but I can talk to my father. My father is going to listen to me. I can't reach out and call my mom. Both of my parents have passed away. But if they could see the life that I have now, I promise that they prayed for those dreams that I'm living right now. Now they say we are living dreams. We are our ancestors' living dreams. We are our ancestors' living prayers. Prayer is super powerful, and you need to make sure that you invest in it. When you get frustrated, when you get mad, when you get angry with your boyfriend, your significant other, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever it may be, your coworker, sometimes you just need to shut your mouth and go to God. Get down on your knees. Be open. Be honest. Pray for help, because he's the only one that's going to help you. He's the only one that's not going to throw you back out in the streets. He's the only one that's going to make sure that whatever he does is the best thing to do. So understand, you need to make sure that you're not part of the gossip. And the easiest way to avoid the gossip is go to God. That's your life talk for today.